Well, how do you do? Welcome. This is where I keep all of my markers. So you can see I have some Copics and some Ohuhus. These are the Ohuhus that I've used. So I have like a little bag of other Ohuhus that I like never reach for. This has been more than I need. So this is what I keep on my desk. They're usually on the side like this, but you can't see them. They're like that, so like this they will remain, for now at least. So on the days that I wake up and I want to draw, but I'm not entirely sure what it is that I want to draw, one of the things I like to do is a 3-marker character design challenge because it incorporates some of my favorite things. Limited color palettes, characters, and design. So you can see why I gravitate towards this challenge regularly. I do have you can see I have little cubbies in this box, kind of organized by color family. So picking them at random will be a little less random than usual. But let's go ahead, I'll close my eyes, spin it around, who knows where, and we'll just pick one. Oh no, this one's empty, I can tell. Maybe I should just use my Ohuhus, the juicy ones. But the first marker I selected was B0000, sorry. It's called Pale Porcelain Blue. It's very light. Ooh. So that's our first color. Let's see. Go again. Oh, it's a purple. We have V020. It's the color Pale Lilac. I think this is from the Ohuhu pastel set. Yeah, that's exciting. So we have 2 very light colors, although this one is going to be much lighter than that one. So I'm hoping this next go around we get something that's much deeper, because this needs to be a challenge and I already do very pastel things that have no contrast and it's already a problem. So no need to exaggerate that. Next one. This Pinky found something. Oh no. Eggshell. Well, how exciting! We have eggshell, pale lilac, and pale porcelain blue. Kind of matches the nails. Whoa, those are almost exact. Crazy. Anyway, okay, this is definitely gonna be interesting. We'll have to swatch them first. These guys can go back to their home over here. If you're wondering about this box, it's made out of cardboard. I got it from IKEA. I feel like it was like $3. It was online and I saw the measurements and I feel like it was 6 inches deep, which is about the size of a Copic marker. I'll link it down below, but I created like the little inserts. They're also cardboard, which I have cut to the proper dimensions, although this one's a little short. Yeah, I recommend it. You have to do a little DIY, but it's so convenient. And I actually put my markers away because look how pretty. It's like a rainbow. Why would you not want to put your markers away? Let me grab a nice sketchbook, open it up to an empty spread, and we'll start with swatching. I really want to focus today on creating a character that feels more alive. I feel like my character designs have kind of been lacking lately and just been like in the outfit I felt like drawing at the time, which obviously this probably will still happen. This is the pale porcelain blue, pale lilac. These look really pretty next to each other. Ugh, you can't see that. Yeah, no contrast there, eh? But I really want to focus on giving the character more personality and I want it to show through in the design. So I'm thinking a way to do that would be maybe think of where they work, their hobby, what's something else that makes people. What makes a person? I forgot what I was saying. But I don't want to just draw a pretty face, which is what I tend to do. That's the goal here. I will grab a color erase. Why don't we use purple? Because it's here. And I've grabbed it. Maybe we could do some like polar opposite things. So do we want them extroverted or introverted? You know, this or that sort of situation. These colors, ooh, do they feel more introverted or extroverted? The thing is, these pastel colors, like if you wear a lot of pastels, you can look very vibrant and outgoing, but also pastel version of a saturated color seems a little introverted to me, you know? Like if we're trying to think about it, obviously I just kind of have to make a decision here, but I'm feeling that they seem introverted. Let's just go with that. Maybe it'll change, you know, because they're not very loud colors. Obviously, if you saw someone decked out in a ton of different pastel colors, that would be kind of, you know, loud. But I think for the most part, pastel feels more reserved. Yeah, okay. I'm locking in that decision. Let's just kind of start doing some small thumbnails. But I kind of don't want to draw a girl. I always draw girls. I'm trying to do things that I don't do. Well, that I haven't. Wait, what? That's not what I mean. So if we want the character to look introverted, it's kind of important to, well, I mean, an introverted person and an extrovert person, they're gonna look the same. But I mean, we want it to really show in the pose because what we're trying to do is really convey that emotion. So slouching a little can be helpful. Or do we want confident or low self-esteem? Are those opposites? I feel like these colors don't say one way or the other. I mean, I guess it's whatever I feel like doing then. I think I'll do shy because I want to show that in the pose. We're gonna go shy instead of confident. I think there's the opposite. So what I want is the character to kind of be slouched, avoiding eye contact. Maybe their pose should be kind of closed off, so their arms might be crossed. If you're shy, you might not have... What am I saying if you're shy? I am shy. But what I mean is that I'm trying to push these two extremes, right? So if you're shy, you're kind of like closed off. You might want people to approach you, but you're like scared of the approaching. So maybe you're not trying to attract people in your general direction. So you might be wearing clothes that... Where am I going with this? I was gonna say less inviting, but like what does inviting clothing look like? Like it's like a way of hiding, and like you're like hiding in your clothes. Maybe they're a bit looser. I mean, I'm shy, but I still like wearing things that suit me. So maybe we don't go this direction, but we can try it out. There's no wrong way to brainstorm. If you think there is, that's a real easy way to not draw at all, okay? And then for hair, I don't know, just do something straight. Maybe bangs. I know whenever I'm going through stuff and I'm going through an extra shy phase, the bangs come back. I feel like that's just another way to kind of like hide a lot of your face. Look at me diving into my own issues. Okay, so you see how I like have the arms kind of like protecting the vital organs. We got the knee up a little bit again, so arrows can't hit anything too important. That's kind of like a good idea when you're trying to draw something shy. Is just they just kind of have an overall air of like protection because they're not ready to open up to new people yet, you know? So you close off the pose. I'm just gonna throw some colors on this because I feel like I haven't done anything and I'm just keep talking a lot. Oh, I really like this yellow color. It's good with the purple. Oh, this blue is so light. Okay, so there we have a little look. I honestly quite like that design. Reminds me a little bit of Dex, but with different colors. All right, we need to figure out something else. Do they have a pet? Do they have a hobby? That'll help influence the clothing as well, and maybe like the hairstyle. So if they have a hobby that keeps them more active, they might want a shorter or higher updo sort of situation. I also still want to try doing a male character. Let's come up with like another trait, and then I'll draw something. These colors make me think of ice cream, so I'm just gonna write that down. And no wrong way to brainstorm. Or cotton candy. These colors also make me think of like a candy necklace. I want to draw that. That gives me a little spark. Put a short hair candy necklace. Those candy necklaces, they're like little candy Cheerios, and then they're on like a piece of elastic. Do they still make those? They're usually kind of big. Just a bunch of these. And sometimes there's like little spaces where there aren't any. I think it's this color really that makes me think of the candy necklace. Okay. Pink hair. I really like that pink. I guess it's technically purple, but it sure looks very pink to me. Maybe it's because I have the purple sketch. Ooh, I don't like that hair. Not a fan, not a fan. Something's off. Could do like stripes on the sleeve of all the colors, or maybe just two of them. Oh, this gives me like camp counselor vibes. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the candy necklace. Why don't we go with that? Since that's the first thing that's coming to my mind. Camp counselor. So that would mean that their outfit should be very, I feel like quick to put on so that you can chase after kids. But also kind of should be a little, maybe they're young and fun, because I feel like camp counselors are just always really, really cool. I don't know what it is. I mean, maybe someone out there's a mean camp counselor, but I have not. I feel like cargo shorts are very popular. Or a bathing suit bottom, too. Ooh, let's draw smaller than that. Focus on like the silhouette and the shapes. Square. Maybe those like, let's try the cargo short idea. We could do face paint or something. And then the shirt should probably have like the camp's name on it or something and some kind of logo. I'm thinking longer hair. What I liked about doing like smaller illustrations before you really finalize the design is you can kind of see the whole thing without having to look around too much. Like you look at any one spot and you can kind of see the whole design and see what's working and what's not. And it's super easy to fix things because it's so small. It's just a little flick of the eraser. Ponytail? Ooh, what if the pink? Okay, so when I do these 3 marker challenges, I do allow myself to add in colors as long as they're very purposeful and not very overwhelming. So, like, I can't use it to like, I'm like, oh, well, the shirt would just look better in a darker blue. Like, I can't do that. But like what I'm thinking is maybe they've been at camp for a couple weeks. So if he dyed his hair, dyed and bleached, I guess, pink, there might be some roots showing, which I could probably do with line art as well. Just one of the things on my mind. I really wouldn't have pink eyebrows. I'm making the hair a little curly. I will grab a little line art so I can kind of see what that would look like. I guess he has black hair. Okay. Don't hate that at all. We lost the little candy necklace. Maybe I'll make it not a candy necklace and instead like a beaded necklace that maybe one of the kids gave him. Still use all of the colors though. Oh shoot, this is pulling away from our first 2 ideas, which was introverted and shy. Because now I'm thinking, oh, this is like everybody's favorite counselor, you know? Which would make him a lot more outgoing. Let's try this for the khaki. I liked the idea of them having like 2-tone color blocking. And then there's gotta be some kind of design on this. There'll be some color, I'm sure. Maybe some like socks to stop the bugs from getting in your shoes. And then maybe some kind of hiking boot or something. All right, I really like that one. We're getting somewhere. This character looks like it has someplace to be and something to do. Yeah, instead of it being like a character, it's a person. That's like the difference in what I've been doing and what I want to do. Maybe they're shy and introverted, but when they get around kids, they become fun and goofy. It's just they're shy and introverted around people their own age. I don't know. Why did I draw this circle? I feel like I had a reason. Oh, I wanted to come up with this logo. So I'm thinking a tent. Nice and simple. We'll call it like Camp Creative. Curling up a little. Might want to pull that. Rotate it just a smidge. A little fire. Now what? Oh, what if it's tie-dye? The tent is tie-dye. Actually, these colors would work really well for tie-dye too. I feel like something else has to be unique about it too. I don't think I can just do tie-dye because then it kind of looks like a hippie camp. Which I mean, it probably kind of is, but I feel like something else has to scream creativity. I mean, one way could be it's just done in like crayon, you know? What if they have a mascot that's like a bunny? And it's roasting marshmallows. Actually, bunnies aren't really the camping type of animal, I don't think. A bear? Bear. Yes, bear. That feels right. Roasted marshmallows. I don't know. This tiny little bear. It's like a gummy bear. Okay, looks like a logo. I don't know how much you'll make it out when it's on a shirt either. I mean, even drawing it small, I'm kind of confused at what I'm looking at. Try the tie-dye. Purple. And the bear is white, I guess. Alright, that's not bad. Maybe it's a camp where you go and do art. I do want to try just one more idea. Make sure I'm not leaving anything out. What if it's down here? Camp Creative. Then you can't see the tie-dye. Okay. So if that's like part of the circle, maybe that stays inside of the circle. Got the tie-dye. Oh, it just needs something else that screams like art. I mean, what if this was a marker that holds up the tent? Again, you're not gonna see this if I draw it any smaller. I bet if I just did the pencil with the tie-dye as like the center instead of like off center like this one is, we'd be really rolling. And then should we include the little bear? I mean, he fits right there. Might as well. Looks like Fozzie Bear. Throw a little color on here. Alright, well, we've got a vague idea. I could totally see, like, the days of the camp being on here, like, July, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da, to that. You know? Let's draw the actual character again, you know, the whole point. Draw slightly bigger. Would like there to be more interest. Like, it's very basic, right? Which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that, but I would like to experiment and see if there's a way that I can make, like, the silhouette more recognizable. Or unique, I guess, would be the word. Do we keep the hair that way? I kind of like it. Could make the necklace bigger, more noticeable. Have a little bit of his shyness maybe showing through with his hands in his pockets. Shorts. I haven't changed anything, have I? It all looks the same. I could try the bathing suit idea. Or I could make it camo. Not camo. Not camo. But tie-dyed shorts. Like, I'm thinking we should put a lot of accessories on this character of all the different, like, projects that they've done throughout the week. Maybe it's like those cotton shorts with a drawstring. And they'd be, like, tie-dyed. Maybe the socks. Well, then everything would just gotta be tie-dyed, I feel. So it'd be, like, tie-dyed socks. The head's a little small. Try that again. That face. Why does he look so surprised? Okay, so like what's some things you can DIY? Got the necklace, maybe like little beads on the shoelaces, maybe some kind of keychain or a lanyard. Okay, now he looks like he's at something else though. I'll leave it though, just as an idea. But the point in the lanyard is I wanted to put a keychain. So we'll put that like ones with the strings that you never finish. They're like folded on top of each other. And it ends up being a long string. Let's throw some color on that. I don't see any reason to not do the pink hair. I'm liking it. Especially if I can do like the roots growing out. White shirt. I want to do tie-dye pants. Not sure yet. Necklace. Problem is we're not gonna have enough yellow. Shoes maybe? Well, I'm thinking I'm gonna just add some line art. I always give my male characters these big square, I believe someone once called them the bread loaf eyebrows, and I couldn't agree more. Now we want the growing out roots here. I like these like chunky hair pieces. Face is nice and friendly. I guess that's more the expression, not the face. Doesn't look how I pictured it would. I like that one better. He is still kind of slouching a little bit, which harkens back to that one. Harkens back? When do I ever say harkens back? Okay then. Definitely put some kind of bracelet. Maybe a couple. I feel like he's that camp counselor that all the kids like make their projects for once they've finished the one for their mom. Is this still a thing? I don't know. Socks. One leg ended up being a little wider than the other, but I didn't do the colors. Wait. Do I want to do the tie-dye pants? We can try it. I mean, we already have that one, and if I like that one better, then we know which one's the winner. Some little polka dots here and there. Looks more like a floral design than tie-dye. Maybe I should have left more of it white. Some kind of shoe. Okay, just looking at it, I think I do prefer, I didn't write that on there, but you get the idea. I think I do prefer just the random cargo shorts. I just feel like this one doesn't show off enough orange. We can also layer some of these colors. Maybe he's got more purpley hair. All right, it's definitely giving off all the vibes I want. I just have to decide what I like better. Obviously we'll have a skin tone. And since we have so many pastels, I definitely want something darker to really add some actual contrast here. How about this? Carib Cocoa E25. Try it. Can't hurt to try. I really like this color. Ooh! Can I layer the pink for some blush? Oh wait, it's disappearing. It must be lighter than that color, so I'm gonna have to grab something a little... I could just layer this again, actually. Okay, I like that. Good decision. Okay, see how much better it pops now? It's like it looks way more interesting. There's a lot more going on now. What is there left to do? It definitely doesn't look shy or introverted anymore. Yeah, maybe we should cross those out. Let's give him an ice cream or some cotton candy or something. I'm gonna try it again with no tie, well, maybe tie-dye socks instead. I feel like that's the weakest part of this, so maybe with the like boring cargo shorts from Kohl's and then tie-dye socks. Waist. Hips, legs, hiking boot things. Maybe this time I actually try to make them look more like hiking boots. Maybe tie them around this way a little. I'll redraw everything else. Still want to kind of explore another silhouette with this. See if I can really change anything up. Also, why not just do a full pony? Man bun? I don't know what they're supposed to look like. What if we like rolled up the sleeves into a tank top? Ooh, that feels very summer. Oh, it's so hot. Cargo. You have some kind of like keys. Why do I keep doing this one? I feel like this one's more fun to draw from a distance. So let's say camp, creative this way. That's probably all that will make it. Some necklaces, bracelets. Said that backwards, but I'm not gonna say it again. Throw in a little color there. I wanted to do tie-dye socks. Don't know if you'll actually see it. But hey, that looks kind of tie-dye. I don't like this awkward white space in the middle. I was trying not to draw on this because this is one of the pages that has threads. And they can be a bit of a hassle to draw on top of. Should I do the dots for eyes? It's kind of calling me, but give this character more attention. Actually draw the nose this time. It's kind of slightly curly hair. Why does that look like a brain sticking out of the top of his head? I gave him a scrunchie. I don't know if that makes sense or not. Depends. Kind of misdrawing those pieces of hair though. We'll see. We got lots of page left. Okay, wait, why am I doing the line art? I don't want to do color. color next. I even started with the color. Why did I move to liner? Now you can't really tell what's going on in the sleeves. At least not as well. If they're like striped, you know? Okay, how did I end up back at line art? Okay. I'm gonna try yellow shorts. Skin. This pose sucks. I was like, what is he doing with his arms? I'm like, wait, I drew that. Okay, well, sometimes I don't think. Shoes. Hair. I was gonna say, there's not enough pink in this. It's because I didn't color in the hair yet. And I gotta add in the... That's the natural hair color. I feel like it's kind of hard to tell. I need to do a better job making that look like it's the hair. I feel like, I mean, the eyebrows help, having the dark eyebrows, but oh shoot, I'm getting lazy. Look at that. Whoa! Really, something about this is not interesting me enough to give it my full attention. He just looks so awkward with this pose. It's just like his shoulders are so stiff and his arms are just straight down. Okay, what does a boot look like? Maybe just taller? It just looks like a sneaker. What's the difference? Might have to look up a reference. Might also be the color. We could use a little bit of this. They look more like a boot. Okay, not a fan of the pose. I think the rolled up sleeves doesn't work for one reason, and it's because I made the sleeves like an actual point of interest when they're long. So when they're short, they just look pink, and you're like, why are they pink? So if you're trying to create like a clean cut design, it doesn't really work. Also, not a fan of the hair up. I was gonna say that. Probably the way I drew it, but you know, it's put a sour taste in my mouth, so I'm not gonna do that again. I also would like to try maybe a tighter fit of short. I've drawn the exact same one 3 times. And you know, maybe a little change will help. I'll do small, because I am running out of space here. Maybe a tighter fit that goes under the knee. I still have a large shirt, sleeves down. Looks a little Hobbit-like. Still make it a cargo, probably. I just feel like that's the camp counselor uniform. I love the little socks. Oh, maybe boots just come up higher. Ooh, wait, that's probably what needs to happen. Hey, okay. We got these coming down pretty low, then these socks, then a boot. I like the half updo, and then I can draw these little pieces. Maybe a little tighter fit on the shirt too. It also looks younger in this outfit, which I appreciate. Just throw on some color. I like thumbnails. Why do they always have to look good? Anyway, I spoke too soon. I'm kidding, I'm kidding. It's a little less camp counselor with the long shorts, but maybe that makes him a little more unique. A little line art. Love the pose, much better. See, when you draw small, it's also easier to draw more fluid poses. So if you're having trouble and your poses are turning a lot stiff, try just drawing smaller, coming up with the idea that way. Hey! The socks will be tie-dye. You'll be able to see the stripes on that a little better. I'm not sure about the hair, like to make that look like actual hair. I haven't been changing things up very much. I feel like once I put down a color, I was like, I like it, that can stay. But I guess all that's left is just to draw a full size, although we've gotten pretty close right here, in maybe an interesting pose, and put a little bit more effort into the line art, because I keep being very lazy with that. Maybe we'll do like a sitting pose so I can draw him even bigger and he'll really like pop on the page. So if there's something to sit on there. I didn't really put much thought into what the face would look like. It's kind of just generic. It's a little jelly bean. I want a larger forehead. That might give me more space to work on the hair. More like abstract with the shape. That's a little better. Also gives me more room for eyebrows. Oh, but if I sit them down, you're not going to tell how long the shorts are, will you? Well, maybe if I do that. I'm just kind of sketching them out. Make sure I don't forget this necklace. Shoes. Not sure where to put the arms. What would he be doing exactly? Sat down on a stump, roasting a marshmallow. There's our stump. There's our marshmallow. Probably make him looking at it. Maybe this hand's holding it, and this hand's checking it. See if it's done. Hey, this is a unique pose. I don't draw this every day. Cool, I'll take it. Hopefully we'll be able to actually write the letters on this. I'm gonna stick his tongue out because he's excited to eat this thing. Is the head a little small? Maybe. Let me see. Okay, now the head looks too big. Could probably just shrink the forehead. Can't really see, there's a lot of A lot of action over here. What is the shape of this head? I mean, it's not like unrealistic or anything. It's just not what I usually draw. I'm confused by it. We're at bracelets and the tie-dye socks. I'm gonna look up really quickly a hiking boot. I see what I was doing wrong. There's like a, comes up higher, obviously, which I did figure out. A lot of them have like a piece in the back like that. Kind of comes all the way to here maybe. Just the laces here. These look like a boot now. Hey, those look like boots. Like it could be a little bigger, but I've run out of space. Little tufts of grass, you know, it's on the ground. I think I want to redo the face, but first I will sharpen the pencil and get a little more precision. I guess most people call it precision. Did we draw the whole head? Why not? We want this to look good. It's our last drawing of the day here. Still really do not like the eyes or much of the face. I don't know what's going wrong. Maybe it's more at an angle and I'm only drawing some of the features at that angle. Maybe it needs to stick out more. The ears should be higher, that too. Usually when you're looking down, your eyelids kind of close a little. Okay, I like this face a lot better than the last previous 7 attempts. I think the legs now would work because like now that the face looks good, I'm noticing problems in the rest of it. Its legs look a little short. If I just push it further back so it's like coming this way, it's about the same length. Ish. I can see the tops of this, but I can't really see the top of this. The legs should be coming out of here. Maybe tone down the scrunchie. Okay, there's some hair. Like this doesn't match the style of these pieces. It needs to be more straight. Such an improvement. So glad I redrew that. Are we ready to add some color? Well, I guess this arm isn't. What is? I didn't even see that. Forearm. Then we'd have a fist of some kind. Holding on. Whatever that thing is, a stick. Got a little extra piece on it because one of them sticks is not super straight. Then we got this other arm. Beautiful. Now I just have to add in the colors. The head actually looks too big now. No! Don't make me redo that head. I could just shrink the forehead maybe. Would that be enough? And then that's the top of the hair. Still a big head. I think it's because this shoulder's so low. But I just brought this shoulder up because then it would kind of elongate the torso. I actually made a bigger difference than I thought it would. But I think that's gonna do me for the day. Let's add in the colors. I'll do the line art last, I think. So that makes it easier for like the necklace if I want them to all be different colors. Do those little fingers. Leave room for the neck bracelets. Color in the face. And then a little blush. Make a little dimension here. Push back some of these areas. Then we need to do the pants. Oh, I probably should have erased the pencil. Oh well, this kind of feels like it's part of it at this point. Let's do a scrunchie in this color. Oh, one of these stripes was blue. Stripes was pink. Tie-dye. Maybe if I layer it with the pink, just to make it a different color from the skin. The hair is pink. Is that all the color on here? The rest is line art? Interesting. Start with the thinner line art. Go in nice and slow and careful. Bigger one, fill in those. Okay. Maybe if I just make him smile, eyes will kind of come together a bit better. These little necklaces. Or beads, I guess. The beads. I never know what to say when I'm doing line art. Do I just like sleeve? Say sleeve? Just takes a lot of focus. Oh, I wanted some hair to be dark. That looks pretty good. I tried to keep it kind of spaced and not too uniform, really. Stick. Oh no, that hand. What happened? What happened here? Don't look at that. Marshmallow. Hey, looking kind of nice. Boots. Oh, gotta do the logo. Use a smaller one for that. Can't really read it, but there it is. Look at that! Oh, I didn't name him. Pop. No. Tim. Okay, we got a name. It's Tim. Always forget to name them at the beginning so that I can like say their name along the journey, but whatever. It happens. I'm gonna add this little bit of background pop pizzazz. That marker's kind of dying, but there it is. Woo! Here's Tim, my little camp counselor from Camp Creative. That was really fun. I'm so glad I did. See, this is why I always recommend 3 marker challenges when you're not entirely sure what to draw, and then just let anything flow out of your brain, and you can't say any of them are bad, or you might get stuck. You gotta just keep going, and eventually you'll come up with something that's really, really fun. I know you will. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed coming along with me, and I'll see you guys all next week. I hope you have a delicious evening full of waffles. Bye!